All right. So, people have been asking me to do a podcast for a while now, and I've been saying I was going to. And I've been meaning to. I ran into a couple of hitches here and there, and finally got things in order to go ahead and get to this. So, you know, I know it's a lot of people out there who I'm sure you got a lot of questions about me. Like, on one hand, I seem to make fairly decent sense when I'm talking about things, but then on the other, I'll be saying some things that seem a little out there. And splitting the difference, I'm pretty sure that must be hard. So, I want to give people an opportunity to ask questions, and hopefully, I get a chance to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and most importantly, what I am. It's a lot of confusion surrounding what I claim to be. And again, I'm not trying to impress upon anyone that I am that thing. Ultimately, reality tells the truth of everything anyway, so self-idealizing doesn't go very far in that way. But, a lot of people may be of the impression that it's like, I've taken a status belief upon myself, but that's simply not the case. And most importantly, all of this is mechanical. Like, there's a fundamental difference between someone sort of living in their inner story and then sort of being synced up with reality, or as most people would understand it, what exists mutually exclusive of the inner story and or the internal narrative. Well, people who make sense and people who are sane, they're grounded in reality, and people who are sort of lost in their inner stories and their internal narratives, they tend to be suffering from psychosis, right? And figuring out where I fall on that spectrum can be kind of hard for people a lot of times, because again, my experience, it's very far removed from normalcy. Again, this all fell in my lap. It's not something I plotted. It's not something that it's like I built up to. It's not some level of enlightenment I sat on a mountaintop and achieved. I became imbued with something that allows me to see and understand the world around me in the way that I do, and to articulate what I see and how I understand things in the way that I do. So, it's a lot of questions. It's a lot of questions, and it's a lot of people who they get pretty scared. A lot of people, they have a lot of bravado in them, but not real bravery. So they don't know how to approach someone whose experience is, well, very different from theirs. And, well, I want to make it easy to approach, I guess, what you might call an anomaly. Get it all sorted, man. Bravado it's aggressive cowardice. Here, I'm gonna punch you and kick you and yell at you until you bend to my will. Ah! That's how most people approach things that are outside their realm of experience. Bravery, though. Bravery is looking things that aren't like you and maybe that don't reflect your inner story back to you, dead in the eye, and being brave enough to try to understand it. Being brave enough to go where your comfort zone tells you shouldn't. Don't be scared. Don't be scary. I've been doing this for a long time. And through the years, I've made a lot of friends. I've met a lot of people who maybe weren't so scared or had moments where they weren't, and they approached me and they asked me questions, and I was able to help them with things that they were struggling with prior to that moment. And, I like to do that for as many people as I can before I'm out of this body. So let's get to it, man. Let's chop it up. Let's see what's what. It's easy to stand back and point fingers at people. It's easy to assume that people are wrong because they're not like you, or because they say things or do things that perform outside your realm of experience. But bravery is stepping into the unknown, even if you feel powerless, even if you feel insecure and uncertain. You step because you know you need to. Everything, the path behind us is crumbling quickly. Got to be brave enough to take that leap. I mean, it isn't like there's anything to go back to, so step into the future with me. Let's talk it out. Let's see what's what. Yo, it's been good. There's so much that I want to say. There's so many things I want to talk about, but I just wanted to make this introduction. I don't know how it's going to go over. We're going to try this on Facebook Live a couple times, probably move it to YouTube and a couple of other platforms, but I want to answer as many questions as I possibly can. No, I don't expect anyone to believe me. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything or make anyone conform to what it is that I'm saying. Your own sense of reasoning and honesty should lead you towards whatever makes the most sense and or seems most consistent with reality. That's a fair request, to think and be honest. If you think and be honest, I'm gonna think and be honest. We'll get there together. Anywho, it's been good. I say anywho for some reason. I don't know why. So don't judge me. But yo, it's good. We hold up. I got somebody popping in. Who is that? Somebody just said, "Hey, it's Kajel Rubin." Kajel Rubin, is that how I say it? You have to forgive me. It's like I don't know if I'm saying that right, but how you doing? Appreciate you. Good luck. Yo, I hope you're having a swimming night. I don't know what part of the world you're in, but wherever you are, I hope that you're enjoying yourself. And yeah, man, let's chop it up. Let's have a good time with this. All right. I appreciate y'all, and I'll talk to you later. How do I close this out?